Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing this morning? Great. Words are nothing. And most of you know I love words. I did a speech on words, mentor moment. Words are nothing. Actions are everything. Don't tell me, show me. Don't tell me, show me. Last week I did a speech about being not one-dimensional. And if I must say so myself, every week I show up at Toastmasters, I dress pretty one-dimensional. Shorts, t-shirt, baseball cap. Shorts, button-up shirt, baseball cap. If you see Ethan, you see baseball cap. Someone put it in my evaluation, who's your audience? Who are you speaking to? It's not all the time about what you tell someone. It's about what you show them. Am I at a green light already? Already? I just need to know. It's not about what you tell someone. It's about what you show them. Yeah. So today I had to get up and I had to show myself, as well as you guys, that I am not one-dimensional. I am just as comfortable in shorts and a t-shirt as I am business casual. But I'm not here to talk about my one dimension or my two dimension or my third dimension. Today I want to talk to you about a little game we all played in elementary school called Show and Tell. How many people remember that game, Show and Tell? What's funny that I realized now as I got older as an adult, the game is no longer called Show and Tell. It's more like Tell and Show. Tell and show, you ask. We tell our children how to clean their room, what we expect of them. Most of our rooms aren't clean. We tell our children how to maintain their vehicle and take care of their vehicle and the importance of a good relationship with maybe their parents or siblings. Sometimes we don't always show that. Show and tell or tell and show. Well, we'll focus on the show. We'll just focus on the show. Over 65%, according to an article in Forbes magazine, over 65% of the American people are visual learners. Over 65%. Now you have a visual learner by sight, you have an auditory learner by hearing, and a kinesthetic learner by actually doing. But most of us sitting in this room, it's what we see is how we learn. How did you learn to ride a bike? I can explain to you. You go to the bike, you take it off the kickstand, you stand next to it, you put one leg over, you sit down, and you kind of give a push off, and you start to paddle, embellish yourself, and hope you don't fall. Yeah, right? Or I could actually get on the bike, I could show you the process, I could put you on the bike, I could have you start to work through the process. That's how you'll learn, by what we show. Over 65% of the people are visual learners. Today I want to share with you a short story about how although our words are very, very powerful, it is our actions that people remember the most about us. Words are great, but even the Bible says faith without works is dead. You can use all the words you want. You can pray all you want. But if you don't do any work, you don't take any action, nothing's happening. So I'll share a short story with you. I'll share a short story with you about what you show someone. My daughter, Zaria, she turned 10 years old this past Saturday. Very excited. We get out to the car. I open the door for my wife as we're getting ready to go take my daughter to celebrate her birthday. She gets in. I walk around to my side of the car, and my daughter's standing at the back door on the driver's side. And she looks at me and she says, "Well, are you going to get my door?" I said, "Yes, I am. You're going to get your door." I get her door, I close her door. And as I got in the car, she said, "Daddy, you told me that you and Zachary, which is her older brother, need to start opening the door for me. You open the door for mommy, I want you to open the door for me." Okay. I always tell my daughter to make sure she's respected. Make sure that she respects herself. Make sure she actually, you cannot tell someone how to treat you, but you can show them how to treat you. And so by my daughter standing there, making that defining moment that I'm waiting for my door to be open, was her showing me that everything you said, I need to see some action applied to that. So I showed her. Now every time we go to the car, it's automatic. I go open her door or her brother opens her door. I didn't just continue to tell her how important she was. I began to show her. She demanded it. Yesterday, school going back for the first day. We get up in the morning. I'm always the first one up. I'm making my wife's lunch as I usually do. I iron her clothes and my daughter walks into the kitchen. Dad, can you help me make my lunch today? Yeah, sure. What do you want? Let's go make you a sandwich. A sandwich? I don't want no sandwich. I want the same good stuff that you make for mommy. Yeah. I see mommy getting meatball subs. She's getting bacon, egg, and cheese in the morning. She's getting salads. I don't want no sandwich. I want the same stuff that mommy gets. I looked at my wife. I said, can you believe this? Is she serious right now? Like, Lord, really? Is she serious? I'm happy. I'm not upset. I'm happy. I'm like, my 10-year-old daughter is making me accountable for what she see me do to her mother. She's making me accountable. I tell her she's important. I tell her to respect herself. I show it by treating her mother that way. And now is what she expects, is what she wants. What you show the people in your life or what they're going to remember you by. I was baffled by that. I was confused. Went on throughout my day, worked out, went to school, did a little reading, did a little bit of Uber, driving around. I get a text message from my wife. This text message says, thank you for setting the good example for Zaria. Because of the way you treat me, she won't have to settle for less. And this will break the generational curse of women in our families ending up in broken relationships. As a man that ripped his family apart, as a man that walked out on his children, as a man that showed my son the meaning of a man was to walk out and tell your young son you're the man of the house. As a man, this text message, it touched me here because it let me know I'm not talking about being a good father. I'm actually showing him that I'm a good father and a good husband. The proof is in the pudding. Stop talking about what you're doing and start showing them. Thank you.
Okay.